so they come here to the highest point and shot down. Oh wow, so he was shot at as well.
Yeah, all the backs ripped off.
The two shooters were there on the bridge. They actually killed two people right before they got on that tried to stop them. I personally was there that day. Was saved by literally a miracle of about a minute or so.
So you got some bullet holes here. 1, 2, 3, and these are all the victims here. 15 people.
That is the direct and straight way to really heal the world and make the world a better place.
Well, good morning, guys. Today marks 3 weeks since one of the worst mass shooting happened right here in Bondi in Australian history. Oh man, the feeling of being here. Such a weird feeling, and we're right down here now and there's still a police presence. So today we're just gonna have a look at the bridge, sort of walk through the area, kind of show you where everything happened, kind of get a feel for it, because I've been here before, I didn't take too much notice, but now after seeing what happened and I'm back in Australia, I had to kind of get down here. Look, there's still a media presence down here. 3 weeks and we've still got the media down here, man. So as you can see, they've done some sort of chalk art here, little shrine, supportsydney.org. Wow.
This is actually the memorial where after the massacre everybody came here. The flowers were there. There's still a bit of remnants down there. You'll see the people who were killed on the posters, but about Monday morning we came here as rabbis of the community. We needed to be here for the community. We set up shop here and we've been here since. In Judaism we have a thing of something called the mourner's period, which is 7 days, 30 days, and then a year, and so we're still in the 30 days since the deceased were buried.
So as you would have seen on the sign before, the height of the bridge at the bottom is 9 foot. So right where we're standing here is the highest point, and this is where the Jewish celebration was, right down here in the park. You had petting zoos, you had just a family friendly thing, lots of tents, lots of food, stores set up, so they come here to the highest point and shot down. They didn't have snipers, they had 6 guns, they had some shotguns, some rifles, and they just stood here and they just unloaded all the way down here. So guys, right where I'm standing here, this is where it started. So the terrorists would have parked their car just here, kind of in this region. So they jumped out. I think they had 2 or 3 different bombs, 6 guns, and they set it up. And once they parked, they took out an ISIS flag, put it on their car, and there was actually an old couple that sort of intervened, and one guy, he grabbed the gun and unfortunately he was shot. His wife was screaming, and then the father, he shot her as well. And all the time while his son was up here on the bridge, and then he sort of just casually walked up, shot him right here, and just casually walked up onto the bridge.
The two shooters were there on the bridge. They actually killed 2 people right before they got on that tried to stop them. And then they went on the bridge and just started shooting. I personally was there that day. Was saved by literally a miracle of about a minute or so, and ended up driving right by the terrorists. There was a gated area, there was private security. I was right ahead of the private security, and I usually never lock my car. I'm not trying to make that public, but I never do. And if for some reason that day I locked my car, my wife was with my children, they ran to the car and they wanted to go to another celebration, and they didn't have the keys. So they ran back to me, and usually I just give them the keys and I would say I'll be there in a minute. What happened was, instead is I actually said, you know, I'm gonna come right now. And I ran to the car, and as we got into the car, the shooter started shooting. So the place where I was standing was exactly where most of the first people got shot, as in that direction, should I say. So I'm here, God gave me another chance, and we all need to do our best to make this world a better place. If 2 people could do so much damage, how much more so millions of us could do?
3 weeks on, we've still got police presence here. Not a lot. We've got the morning news here, Australia. This is one of the big shows here, so maybe they're doing a story on 3 weeks on what's happened. But right here, this is the park where it all took place. You can see they got these little picnic areas right here. So within this, you would have had different tents. I think here was like a petting zoo. You got a kids play equipment, so you would have been full of people here. These are some of the kind of barbecues areas here, and you would have had people crouching down. You got the line of fire right up here, the bridge. So yeah, you would have, because a lot of people ran, a lot of people sprinted, which I would probably do, but a lot of people were sort of lucky enough to be able to come down here and hide in a children's playground, man. Can you think the evil that somebody has to think up to do that? One more thing I just remembered while I'm here, they had 2 or 3 bombs. I think like pipe bombs or something in the car. So at some point, I didn't see, I don't know if there's footage, but they come down and they've thrown them sort of into the crowd, 2 or 3, but they didn't explode, thank God. Obviously really dodgy bombs, but yeah, it could have been a lot worse if those things went off. They were shooting basically down in this way, so they were facing, as you can see, towards the park and to the beach. And there was actually a policeman, I think he was hiding behind one of these trees. Maybe was it this one? One of these, but apparently there's a bullet hole somewhere here. Maybe we can ask those police down here. Morning, guys.
Morning.
How are you?
How you going?
Where was the tree? Where was the tree that the policeman was hiding behind? Oh, this one here.
You can see the bullet holes here too.
Oh wow. So he was shot at as well.
Yeah, all the bark's ripped off.
So this here.
And we ripped the bark off.
So this was where the actual shot happened?
Yeah.
Where it finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, this is if you watch the footage, this is where the policeman was kind of hiding. So up here he's like, he could get a shot. And he only had a handgun. Man, that's a massive distance. So he's only had a handgun. So he's been hiding here and he's been able to get the shot. Is that correct?
Correct.
What an absolute shot. They're not sort of trained in to be able to do that kind of thing, and to be able to do that at that distance, what's that? Oh, it's like a good 40 meters, I'd say. We found the famous spot right here where the guy tackled the gunman. Right here, if you look back on the video, where was he? I think he was here, and he ran up and tackled him. Yeah, this is it, right here. So you got some bullet holes here. 1, 2, 3, and they've actually filled them up with putty.
I believe the clear, straight and direct way to make the world a better place is to increase in acts of goodness and kindness. It's really that simple. It's acts of kindness. It's not just good enough to feel that I love somebody, but it's important to express it in acts. And not just to people that we know, but to people that we don't know, to reach out to neighbors, strangers, not to expect anything in return. That is the direct and straight way to really heal the world and make the world a better place.
So from what I found online, this bridge was actually built not that long ago, around the late 70s, 1978, I think it was. But there's a lot of discussion now in the community whether they should actually pull it down, because a lot of people are seeing it as a symbol of what happened. A reminder. I mean, what do you think? Because what happened here, should they pull it down? Should they redecorate it? Should they leave it? Make it into a memorial? It's very creepy when you've seen something on the news happen and it's right here, clearance 9 foot. So they literally just had 9 foot up and then just straight into the park. What I found when I was watching the news and I saw the clips, I thought the bridge was quite far away just from the angle, but it wasn't. So you've got a sort of a 9-foot clearance as it says. So they were up onto that arch, and then it was just a direct line of sight straight into the park right here.
In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
So here's what's left of the shrine, you could say. Look at that, all the little rocks that people have wrote messages on. But this entire area, this was completely full of flowers, the whole thing you can see, and they've had to move them all obviously, but yeah, this is what's left. Some photos of the victims, some messages. I see you can grab a rock and write a message. These are all the victims here, 15 people. Bondi is not actually a bad area, but it's actually a really expensive upper market place. Like for a house here, you're paying about $3 million US for a house, so it's not a rough area, but this is the second attack that's happened in 18 months. So there's a shopping centre up here, one of the big shopping centres in Australia, Bondi Westfield, where there was a mass stabbing. I think the guy stabbed like 18 people and killed 6 people. So 2 horrific things that have happened in Australia right here in Bondi. And it's not a rough suburb at all. Well, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Just a quick one, raw and real. The site of one of the worst terror attacks in Australian history.